No loading data. Checking memory stick. That's some trick. Bandai Namco Games. Project Aces, The Dawn of a New Chronicle. Licensing. Produced by Namco Bandai Games Inc. The Dawn of a New Chronicle. And welcome! Walkthroughs, gameplay video of... sorry. Sorry for that misspeech. Something must be caught in my throat. Playthrough of Ace Combat X, Skies of Deception. And Schwein, we are playing one of my favorite Ace Combat games. And yeah, one of my favorite Ace Combat games, and by far the most memorable title I played on PSP. I mean, I played the so-called Bravos on PSP, but I don't remember them nearly as much or as fondly as Ace Combat X. Ace Combat X was the first Ace Combat to follow up to Ace Combat 3, as in be set within a 20-year time span, 30-year time span of Ace Combat 3. Since then, there have been more games released closer to Ace Combat. There have been sequels to Ace Combat X, but yeah. But Ace Combat X was the first one, in which Ace Combat 3 came out in 1999, and Ace Combat X came out in 2016. Or 2006. I'm sorry. Different terminologies. Different couple of years. A decade even. But yeah. And yeah. That's pretty much it. Let's look at some things. I'm using the actually I can press escape with you. Is it gonna help me? I'm using what is your number? What is your number? No, I didn't mean to do that. I read everything. Like it's the PPSSPP. I would be using RetroArch, but its version of PPSSPP doesn't have the subtitles, so it's weird. But anyway, well, I like it just as much. Alright, well, anyway, let's just go. No sin messing around. I'll be doing this as a full playthrough. I will be doing Ace Combat X and Ace Combat XI. Or, well, Ace Combat X2. Wait. It's been a while. It's been a while. Joint Assault. Also emulated through this. HUD view, combat view, third person. We'll start with third person. Miles per hour feet. Yes. Or kmh meters. Let's play on off. Oh, AZ. Controls. Normal, novice. Interesting, it starts you off with normal. Interesting indeed. Oh, listen to the sound. Jeez. But I'll be playing this in conjunction with Ace Combat 3 Japanese Ace Combat 3 Ace Combat 3 Japan or something like that. I'm recording all this in the same night, by the way. Basically, I became 20. I became 23. Like 5 hours ago, and I've been playing flying games since then. So yeah. Ooh, my name. What's my name? My name is, of course. You shift. What do you? Do we a lowercase at all? I'm not sure what it's doing, but I don't like it. There are no R3s or L. There are no L2s and there are no L3s and there's no three. There's no Reddit. There's no right stick at all. How you do that? So bam, D, use a select R. Oh, triangle. That's buggy tail nonsense. Okay, let's try this again. I mean, it is an emulator. Yeah, I guess apparently PSPs don't like to be emulated. D E R. Okay. Or EK. Do we have space? We don't have space. Okay, just my first name. There. 9. Cancel. Cancel. Does it fit? Can it fit? Because whenever I do my name, I do my full name. Been doing it ever since I first learned how to spell my name. Nope. Totally didn't do that. Or that. Please fit. Please fit. Okay. I guess we gotta cheat. We gotta cheat. And Alex A. And then dot. I guess Alex is just fine. Alex dot. Yes, that's what I wanted. Why don't I use my YouTube name? Perfect. Yep. Yeah, that's actually part of PSP. Had a cool menu and everything that united the games. Alright, let's do campaign. Free missions, just free campaign, which is... Oh, wait, so you can play old campaign missions. Let's do this thing. Game. No more.
Okay. Let's begin the briefing.
Alright,
Operator
what you got
Eugene Solano.
Hi.
I'll be keeping you up to date.
Good.
We've got news that an invading LASAF squadron has just taken off from the Puna Plains en route for an attack on our position, Aubrey Base.
Oh, they're going
From their
down.
perspective, this attack is the final nail in our collective coffin.
Won't be that for long.
After all, this is the only base that hasn't fallen under their control. I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. It looks like the enemy has gotten a little overconfident and sent only a small attack force.
Alright.
Griffith Squadron, prepare for launch immediately. Fly around the mountains and avoid enemy radar. Oh, I forgot. The enemy squadron consists mainly of bombers supported by several fighters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please protect this base and destroy the enemy bombers.
Will do.
If everything goes well, we should be able to get the upper hand on the enemy in this area. Alright, please prepare for launch. Let's pay back the LASAF forces with at least one defeat. One final thing. During combat, my codename will be Crux. I will keep you up to date on the battle situation, so please pay attention to your radio.
Roger that. We'll be doing that. Thanks, Crux. Let's do this thing. I should look at my graph. Oh, we're looking anyway. Yeah, we got the Phantom will be starring this one. Because of reasons. Operation number 1, Sky's Deception, $1,400. Full speed ahead.
To Griffith Squadron. Maintain your present course. Do you see the enemy formation on your radar?
Read loud
and clear. We're coming up on the enemy from behind, just like we planned. You can let the escorts go. Just make sure you take out all bombers.
We'll show them what we got. After all, we're alien pilots. Isn't that right, Captain?
I'm mercenary.
Excuse me, Griffith 2.
Who fights for freedom?
Names during the mission? Understood. Yeah, this blue guy does everything by the book. Don't you think previous one? What?
I like him.
Hold on a second. The city's being bombed. Unbelievable. There are no military facilities in that city. What are you doing? You shouldn't be wasting ordnance.
Or killing civilians. Oh, right, I'm not supposed to touch that one. Yeah, don't touch it. Oh, see, oh, whoa.
One bomber down.
Where I died. I swore my wing club. I squirt. Was it worth it? Try. Oh, save data. I don't want it. Yes, get to save. Also, you need to get off my screen. You're not supposed to be here. It's not your home. Oh, yeah. It's been happening to me recently where right clicks don't go away. Do that. Yes. Okay. I need to press start.
Crux to Griffith Squadron. Maintain your present course. Do you see the enemy formation on your radar? Read you loud and clear. We're coming up on the enemy from behind, just like we planned. You can let the escorts go. Just make sure you take out all bombers.
We'll show them what we got. After all, we're alien pilots. Isn't that right, Captain?
that piece of
Okay,
paper.
Griffiths 2. Please use code names during the mission. Understood. You guy doesn't think by the book.
Well, it's for good reason.
What? Hold on a second. The city's being bombed. Unbelievable. There are no military facilities in that city. What are you doing? You shouldn't be wasting ordnance. Relax. We're just going to bomb some base in the sticks, right? There'll be more than enough ordnance left to finish the job. Calling. Increase top. One bomber down.
Gotcha.
Code has been shot down. What the hell is our escort?
Not doing their job. Let's go look at the city. Yeah, let's finish this. If I'm ever wondering why in 2020s or 2030s, is there a Phantom? Well, why is there a Phantom in 2018? There are nations today that have Phantoms. This is a question that you ponder over as it reveals who we're fighting for this go around. I can totally, use my main stick instead of using my D-pad. By the way, the circle pad, or whatever they called it on PSP, I never quite knew. Is your pitch roll. However, you use the D-pad for yawing. You use your D-pad for yawing and a bit of a pitch system.
Help me! He's right behind me!
Too late. This game looked amazing on the PSP, and it still looks amazing today. No, give or take. Gotcha.
You did it! Good job!
I just need to let the, I just need it flow. I'm nearly as fast. Freedom wings on Emulation, though. That was insanity. Hello, rear guide. Gun. Oh, we got range. You're not getting to this. You're not getting to this. Gotcha. There's the ball right in the base. Okay, if you hold both shoulders, you're going all up out, which will level you out. Now, typically, a yawn turns, yawn into the turn. I'll say I can't do that here. Easily. Gotcha.
All right, Griffith won!
There. Gotcha.
Yeah! Take that! Baked every last one of them. Didn't even break a sweat. Next one, what do you say we head to the capital and take her back right now?
Sounds good. Uh-oh. I'll use the ankle field. Oh, that's not good. Desert.
I'm willing to bet anything they got scared and ran away. I've got a reading on radar. Something's coming in at high speed. It's a missile. What? Where? Where's it?
Cluster missile.
It's a
Dodge.
missile.
No. Hit the deck. We're good.
Porta planes. The missile's coming from the Porta planes.
Oh, where he came from?
The Great Bear? Hey, that
Where they came from?
better not be what I think it is. It's an SWBM. Get out of here now. What should we do?
Hit the deck.
Where's it coming from?
Down, 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 down. Go down.
It's no use. We're too late.
That's not good.
Griffiths 2.
Hey, look.
Come in, Griffiths 2. Griffiths 2. Griffiths 3. Anyone?
I'm still up, so is my wingman.
The mission was a success. The destruction of the enemy bombers will help keep an enemy invasion of Aubrey Base at bay. However, we also suffered serious losses. There's no way anyone could ever call this mission a success.
Let's go here, victory.
I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything to save them. So that's the super weapon Laysap used to take over all of Aurelia in only 10 days. Who could have imagined that they possessed such destructive power?
I could. But wow. In this type of conflict, though. Talk about arm proliferation. Alright. Two memory sticks. On PSP, of course. Areas of swing survivors. The power lessets advanced weapon Gifna.
Let this be a symbol of the fury born by our countrymen towards Aurelia.
Such was the impassioned speech of Laysath's commander, Diego Gaspar Navarro, as images of the Aurelian squadron's destruction over Cape Aubrey played in the background. A day later, his gravelly voice continued to echo through my hungover brain. October, 1 year after the cessation of the Democratic Republic of Laysath's civil war. After the Civil War, Laysath began to set their sights on their peaceful neighbor, the Federal Republic of Aurelia, claiming retribution for years of exploitation. The invasion suddenly began. With the ever-present threat of the cloaked airborne fortress, Gleipnir, looming overhead, there was little time to react to the few concerns raised about the validity of the war. Such was the speed at which all of Aurelia fell under Laysath's control. Well, not everything has fallen into their hands, but it's only a matter of time. Looking out over the capital, Gaius Tower is both home to Laysath's Central Command and the very symbol of its power. It was originally intended to be a symbol of Aurelia's peace. How ironic. As I looked up at the sun traveling the same old path across the sky, the rays burned my tired eyes. Damn it. I just wish I could finish covering this completely one-sided war and head back home. I'll never get used to being in the southern hemisphere with its backwards seasons.
Yeah. But then again, you never like Florida. It's called summer. And maybe winter for a month. Maybe if you're lucky. And fall for winter.
The Gleipnir was last confirmed heading southeast across the Puna Plains. However, we lost all trace of it shortly after. Unfortunately, Aurelia's information network can provide no further details at this time. We'll just have to take what we can get.
Yeah, and that's why we're flying, F4s in this time and place. I gotta check. I gotta check in with you. When is this game? When is this? No, it's coming 6. It's coming 6. No. Never bad. What year is it? Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020. Jeez, 2020 used to be 2020 used to be and is still like the beginning of the future year. And 2020 is when things started to change. 2020 was like futuristic near future. Now 2020 is just a year away, or 2 years away. If you want to say that, it's 2018 after all. By it's fall 2018. So yeah. And it is 2020 exactly. Which, our world is actually keeping up pretty well. Both Ace Combat and Ghost Recon have always been pretty good at predicting the future. I mean, they never stuck their noses out too far either.